Hey, AceLions here, and this is a request from Amanda BulleteKitty about me telling the story about when I was shot because of the 5 facts video. Okay, well, when in 99, or late 88, early 99, my cousin Tony came and spending the night. His girlfriend, which lived right across the street from me, found out he had cigarettes because he smoked. Well, anyway, she took his cigarettes, crumbled them up, and threw them in the canal. So that night, me and Tony are walking up to the corner store to buy him some more cigarettes, and we're walking down this dark street. There's no lights on or nothing, and the black SUV just drives right on by, and we hear a pop. And all of a sudden, I get this stinging in my side. All that stinging. And I just automatically just grabbed it and screamed because it hurt. And then a minute later, it stopped. And, you know, it was something like, felt like being stung by a bee or something. So he goes and takes a look at it, and he goes, "I think that you were shot. You should go home." So I start walking home and busting out laughing, you know, like just some weird fruitcake or whatever. And I meet up with my sister Cash and her friend, which is Tony's ex-girlfriend, the one who threw his cigarettes away originally. And I'm laughing my head off, and I go, "Guess what? The coolest thing happened. I was shot." They didn't believe me. Well, they went and met up with Tony and my sister's ex-boyfriend John, and they go, "Was Ace really shot?" I go, "Yeah." Okay, so in the meantime, I got home, and my dad was watching TV, and my mom was on the computer, and I go, "Guess what? I was shot." They whipped around to look at me faster than I've ever seen them. Well, anyway, we called the cops, so me and my cousin had to talk to them, and I hate cops. And then we went to the hospital, and I was sitting in the waiting room after running a bunch of tests. The doctor just looked at my side and goes, "No test yet." Because I think it might have hit a lung or a stomach or something, which makes my mom all joy. And then when they're running tests and stuff, they see this little thing that looks like an hourglass. Or, not hourglass, but, you know, a cork to a champagne bottle. Same shape. And the doctor looks at it and goes, "What is that?" Well, they have 5 people come in looking at it. Finally someone goes, "That's one of those new pellets for the ultra-powered pellet gun." Oh, anyway, I get more tests, have a guy come in and see, press on my stomach, and they determined after all the tests that is up against my stomach lining and my colon. They said, "You gotta stay here." I go, "No, I'm not." They go, "Well, you either stay here or we go into surgery. You stay here anyway." So I go, okay, I'll stay. So I stayed overnight. The next morning they went and checked my stomach. I was on a clear liquid diet, which means I had crappy broth, some apple juice, and Jello. And I got to go home, but I had to stay home the next day too, which that means I missed 2 days of school. Oh, and here's the funny part of the story. That morning, well, not that morning, but that afternoon, when me and a friend of mine got off the bus, and we were sitting there waiting with my mom for this one kid she babysat to get off their bus, we were saying about how we would act if we were shot. You know, oh, you got a hole in my shirt, you got blood on my shirt. And that night, I was shot. And I did exactly what was said what we do. I was more mad about the hole in my shirt. It was a school shirt. We didn't wear uniforms or nothing. It's just, you know, the shirt that had the school logo and everything on it. And I was more mad about the blood on my shirt and the hole in my shirt than I was about being shot. Well, that's about it. Oh, my cousin blamed himself for a while, but I told him, don't worry about it. The doctor told me it's lucky that I'm so fat. Otherwise, the pellet would have went into my stomach and killed me. So, at the time, being fat saved my life. Well, anyway, that's about it. I'll see y'all later. I'm AceLions. Bye.